ever given the
South African singer Joda Kgosi has finally released her highly anticipated first project, Sour Milk EP, featuring leading single I Miss You. The 7-track EP explores love, heartbreak, longing and the hurdles that exist in relationships. This is through her writing from her own experiences, but she also draws inspiration from others. She joins me now this morning to share a bit more on her EP. Joda, a very good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Good to have you on the show, Joda. Let's talk about the title of the EP and its significance. Why Sour Milk?
I think milk is like the perfect metaphor to describe what love is, how something fresh can turn sour.
Okay. Okay, and how long have you been working on the offering, Joda, and who did you work with?
So I started working on it in December 2019, and I finished like this year in January. I worked with a couple of producers. I worked with Elize, I worked with DJ Slick, and I worked with Kuchi Cola.
So when you use that metaphor of milk turning sour, what is it? What message are you trying to highlight there?
That even though love is a beautiful thing, which I do highlight in all the songs, that love is super beautiful, but sometimes, depending on who did who wrong, things can go bad, you know, and that's just how it is. Sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad.
So were you generalizing or you drew from your own personal experiences?
I did draw from my own experiences in some of the songs, and in some of the other ones it was other people's experiences, but it's things that I've seen and things that I've experienced.
So how has it been trying to break into this industry, and what has been some of the biggest obstacles?
I think mainly number one is definitely COVID, you know, because I started out last year. I haven't been able to perform anywhere, which means that I only have social media to like try and market my music and try get people to listen to it. I think that's one obstacle. I think that's been the major obstacle.
And how were you in a position to overcome those obstacles?
I mean, I've just had to start like being more active on social media, trying to get my following up, trying to interact with people. So on Twitter, I mean, I interact with people. Sometimes it's not just about music. I've been joining people's Instagram lives and speaking about my music there, you know, singing on Instagram live and stuff, just so that people can sort of like find out who I am, get to know more about me, even though I can't be out there.
So what's the sense you're getting of whether how well people are receiving you?
I think it's been awesome. I think every single time I've dropped, I've been like in shock, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this many people are listening to me. It's been super cool. Like, yeah, I'm very grateful.
Tell me, Joda, was songwriting in some way form part of your healing process?
Yeah, I think so. But like, I don't really write when I'm sad or anything. I write way after. I usually write sad songs when I'm in a really good place in my life. I think like in my healing process, I actually just cry a lot. I just cry, I get over it, and the writing and the putting it into words comes way after.
Okay, let's talk about your writing process in greater detail. I mean, do you write about something that just pops in your mind, or do you dream about stuff, wake up and then write about it?
It's triggered by lots of things. Like I always tell a story that in my matric final for math, I saw a word and I was like, oh my God. And I literally wrote down like the word down on toilet paper and some lyrics too. And then I went out and finished the song. But my writing process is quite spontaneous, you know. Okay. Sometimes I'm like washing the dishes and like something pops in my mind. Sometimes I like hear a word in like a series or something and I write the word down and the other words will come to me later, but I just try to write down everything that comes to mind because a lot of things inspire me. So it's like pictures, words, a melody. I always try to put it down so that I can remember.
Sure. And how are you juggling school and your music career?
I mean, as much as COVID's been an obstacle, it's also been like very helpful in helping me juggle because like there's not too much going on with the music. It's just the recording and putting it out there. And then there's school's every day. And I can fit it in any time of the day, you know. So I don't really need to wake up in the morning and do school. I could do it in the afternoon. So yeah.
Let's talk about where you would like to see your career move or your music career move, and who you love to work with in this industry.
I'd love to work with a lot of people. I think I always wanted to work with Kanye West. I don't know if I'm going to work with him. What if he retires before I become too famous? But fingers crossed, you know what I'm saying?
I'm crossing those fingers with you, eh?
Thank you, please. But I want to see myself chart. I want to see myself get awarded for all the effort I've put into this music. I want to be on billboards. I want Grammys. Like, I just want to be a big story.
Okay. Since you mentioned Kanye West, let's talk about the genre. I mean, how would you classify your genre of music?
I still think that
it's definitely R&B, soul. It's nice, soft sounds, you know, quite intimate. It's like music that you'd like to listen to on your own when you're sad, especially because it's winter now. So when you're sleeping alone in your bed, this is the music you can listen to.
And what are you hoping people take away from your music after listening to it?
Like, sadness is a normal feeling, and you should go through all your emotions. You should feel what you feel, and your feelings are valid. I think it's very important for people to know that it's okay, and you're also not the only one going through heartbreak. And love is complicated, and it doesn't matter who you are. I think it's just going to be complex for you as well.
So how do your fans connect with you, Joda?
I'm on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok. I am at Joda Kgosi.
Okay, great stuff. Great chatting to you, Joda, and we do appreciate your time.
Thank you
all
so
the
much.
best. Good stuff.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Good stuff. All right, with her new EP, Sour Milk, now released, Johannesburg-born and bred musician Joda Kgosi uses music to tell her story.